A quick note before we get started, minus a few clips, the rest of the scenes in this movie are taken from the first 20 minutes of the actual movie. This is done to try to minimize spoilers as much as possible. So sit back and enjoy the film. Evangelion 1.11 is a retelling of the original Evangelion series, with new scenes and a slightly, and I mean slightly, different story. It is the first part of a three-part episodic movie, but it's the only part that's out at the time. First, let me start off by saying I loved the original series. Sure, it was confusing, very confusing.
Oh, that thing. He's a bird, actually. A warm water penguin.
Like most people will know. But I still very much enjoyed it and I've watched it multiple times. This movie, on the other hand, was good, but there wasn't quite enough new material. A large part of the movie was straight out of the series, scene by scene. But I'm going to touch on that more in another section. But lastly, in this section, as far as recap movies go, this is one of the best. But that's not quite saying much, as they usually suck. While this movie is labeled more as a retelling than a remake of the original series, most of it is straight out of the series, and as I've stated, scene by scene. Except for a few parts, one part that is a bit different is the water being red at the beginning, which if you watch the original series, that would make more sense. But really, only the last 5 minutes had any major difference. Now, obviously I'm not going to show that part, but you can watch the movie and find that for yourself. But the preview at the end of the movie had a lot of different elements, but we'll have to wait and see for that one. If you've never seen the original series, I guarantee you will be lost in some places during this movie. Heck, I watched the original series and am still lost in a few places in this movie. But I have to say, it's a pretty good retelling for the most part. As far as the story goes, the story revolves around Shinji, an Evangelion pilot who, along with other Evangelion pilots, try to stop an invasion of monsters, which in the movie are codenamed angels. But this movie only focuses on two, Shinji and Rei Ayanami, which is spelled really wrong in my script, but oh well. Now, I don't want to get into too much to avoid spoilers, but I will say that there are more Evangelion pilots. Just the first movie really only showed two. Overall, I give the movie an 8.5. It was good by itself, but if you've watched the original series, you'll probably be a bit bored. But again, if you've seen the original series and liked it, odds are you're going to watch it. Well, anyways, thanks for watching my video. I hope to get better soon. I know this might not have been too great, but this was my first one. Well, rate and subscribe, comment, you know, all those things that most people tell you to do. Well, have a nice day.
Sorry. It's nothing you have to apologize for. It's just, you know, what was that huge thing back there? Why did I almost get blown to smithereens? Natural responses.
Well, guess I figured you wouldn't give me answers even if I asked.